process of solving these multi-step equations, okay? First, what I would like for you to do is solve 2x minus 5 equals 13. I will give you about 30 seconds, and you should count. Yeah, right where you stole the batteries. Yeah, calculators. That's why they're up there. Do what? Do what? What? I'm not sure. I didn't say those calculators. I love how supportive Hadley's trying to be, and you're just like, no, I want to rub it in your face.
Oh no! I'm disappointed. No, I said I'm disappointed. I'm not disappointed. No, I am.
It's a separate discussion. Okay, there is our solution to the left equation. 2x minus 5 equals 13. Stop talking, please. You take 5 away from both sides. Don't forget you need to work PEMDAS backwards, all right? So you got to do addition and subtraction stuff first. So we're going to add 5 to both sides. Then you got 2x equals 18. The 2 and the x have a relationship where they are being multiplied to each other. So we're going to divide by 2 on both sides. That gives you x equals 9. Any questions over that one? Perfect. Do the next one. Ax minus b equals c. Solve for x.
Elaborate, please.
Solve for x.
It's not elaborate.
Now. Just try.
I know. I did. I put x equals c.
Number 1. Yeah, really beautiful. Yeah, crazy.
That makes so sense.
That's what you did for call my hand. You said I had a broken hand.
Okay. Let's come back together, please. The efforts on this were interesting, so we'll see. What's our first step? So, you have to analyze this. You have to analyze this the same way that you do ones with numbers. Okay? Ax minus b equals c. That format is the exact same as the 2x minus 5 equals 13. Instead of having a 2, a 5, and a 13, you have an a b, and a c. You're going to solve it the exact same way. Okay? So, what did we do on our first step over here? You added 5, right? So on the right side, you're going to do what, Quincy? Yeah. You're going to add b to both sides. Okay? So now I've got ax equals b plus c. Okay? Can you combine them?
Sure.
Yeah, they're different variables, so they're not like terms, right? So you just have to leave it as b plus c. No simplifying is being done here. Okay. Now we have ax equals b plus c. What are we solving for? So what is the relationship between the a and the x? They're being multiplied. What's the opposite of being multiplied? Okay, so you have x equals b plus c all over a. Just leave it as it is. Okay. With your partner or your table, I would like for you to try and come up with at least one similarity and one difference between the first two equations that we used.
I'll pass. One of them is letters and one of them numbers. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
One of them is numbers and one of them is letters. I mean, does it?
What?
Can I just put one of the numbers, one of the letters? Right. It doesn't. No, I wouldn't just letters.
What about that's not smart?
No, she said, what's a mathematical equation for that? We're not equation, mathematical something.
Hadley, why did you say those very specific words?
To be fair, he did not get asking the story.
Yes, I did.
I'm really enjoying the back and forth between Heath and Hadley and then Lucas just being the mediator. I mean, like, well, actually what happened was... Always.
I kind of did that with my little brother because he would like talk random things, and my parents would not understand. He still does.
You're just the translator.
His brother's annoying. Very.
Okay. I would like some similarities. Heath, give me a first one for differences.
One of them is numbers and one of them letters.
Perfect. Okay. The right equation. My pen is driving me crazy. Right equation. Okay, is only variables. Okay. Any similarities or differences, Quincy? Use the same steps to solve. Similarities or differences? I will call on you. Yes, sir? What's funny, KB? What's funny? Nobody? Ed? Yeah, so on the left side, we have a simplified singular answer. On the right side, you can't do what? Right, you can't combine. Okay, right equation, you can't combine. Okay, so those answers are going to look very different. Let's do one more similarity. Yeah, okay. And what are we solving for? Yeah, you can solve for x. We could solve for, well, never mind. I won't get into it. Good. Okay, so let's look down at number 1. We have A equals L times W. What is that equation? What is that formula? Science or geometry? What is A equals L times W? You have seen this before. Yep. You're getting ahead of me. Don't try and solve it yet. Read number 1. Where have you seen this before? That's a good guess. Does length times width equal acceleration?
No.
Area. Area equals length times width. Okay, so what are we solving for on this one? No. Here's what I need to do, I guess. Do I need to start giving out marks for anytime you don't even like look at me when I ask a question? Because I'm not just asking myself. I'm not just asking one or two select students. I'm saying, what are we solving for? Not only do I already know how to do this, but I've even already done this once today. So I am asking you, what are we solving for? It's you don't have to guess, guys. It's in the top right hand corner. Okay. Can we all just agree that we all said it? Okay. A equals L times W. How do you solve for W? What do you need to do? Divide by L. Divide by L. W equals A divided by L. Okay. Number 2.
You gotta solve for 8.
Mm-hmm. And what is this formula?
Divided by B. Area is based on
Acceleration is equal to.
Are we close?
It is area. It's still just area.
Area?
Yeah.
Base and height?
Mm-hmm. So it's the area of a specifically. It's a weird quadrilateral.
Pyramid.
I think so. If my brain computed it. Okay, this is area of base time equals base times height. Typically used, you use base because we're using a parallelogram. Okay, so we are going to divide both sides by b, which is going to be h equals a over b. Okay, I would like for you to do 4, 6, and 8. That is a principal interest formula. That is the area of a circle. And that is the distance formula. I think so. Well, I'm not a physics teacher right now, so. Or maybe it's density. Yeah, density formula, sorry. That is a principal interest formula. Four, 6, and 8. I appreciate all the discussion, but let's go ahead and put the pencil on the paper. That'll help.
I got it. That's the answer. And you look at it. I'm not gonna know if it's right or wrong. If you don't look at it.
Wait, so for the exponent, you just like leave them? I know where to start dividing.
I knew it.
What? Number 4? Okay, so you're solving for what? You don't have to guess, Hunter. Look in the top right-hand corner of the box. So now solve for t. Because part of the reason you might have been confused is you thought you were supposed to solve for I, and it's already solved for I. What is the relationship that P, R, and T have? What are they doing? being multiplied to each other. Why did you just asked me a question and I said yes? Don't change it. Well, I didn't tell you to get rid of the equal sign. What you talking about?
Wait, is it P plus R or P plus?
Say that one more time.
Is it P plus R or
PR. I'm trying to figure that out. But it's getting rid of the exponent. So, what would you do if it was 2R? But this is the hardest way. So dividing it. That's I like where your head's at. So think along those lines, think of a different way to get rid of the exponent. So that will get rid of the whole thing. Dividing by R, that's the same. I'll be right there. Hold on. Dividing by R means the same as multiplying. You don't want to think of just dividing the denominator by R. You're dividing whatever. Now, I'm going to show you. Okay, just another couple minutes. Okay. Let's talk about these now. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Number 4. Okay, number 4 is the principal interest formula. You have I equals PRT. That is specifically interest equals principal amount times the rate, okay, times time, or length of time that we won't worry about it. You'll learn about simple interest formulas whenever you take economics in high school, okay? Economics is a very useful class. Very useful, okay? Hopefully you have a good teacher, but it's a very useful class. Okay, how do we solve for t? Now, I've had a lot, I literally had like 3 students in a row be like, I don't know what to do. And then they tell me they think they know what to do, or they don't even say that. They just say, so what? It's just this? And then they got it right, okay? So, no, it wasn't just you. It was like 2 or 3 other students somewhere. I don't know. So, how do we solve for t? What's the relationship between p, r, and t?
They're all multiplying each other.
Yes, they're being multiplied. So how do you get rid of them? Divide. Okay. So I've also saw a couple of students in this class and in last class. Okay, divide by p, then divide by r, but you can do them at the same time.
Divide by PR.
Yep. Okay. Divide by pr. Divide by pr. So that's going to give me t equals I over pr. Okay. Number 6. The exponent was giving some people issues. I would love to see if anybody got this one accurately without cheating. Because from my walkabout, I didn't see very many that had nailed this one down. So for number 6? Yeah, number 6. Okay, so we've got a equals pi r squared. What is pi r squared? The area of a circle. Okay. Is it really? Mm-hmm. You have pi, and then you have the radius. You said, is it really? So I was answering. Okay. It's kind of my job. You ask a question, and okay. So, thank you. I didn't invent it. I just am relaying the message. So, a equals pi r squared. Stop talking, please. What are we solving for? R. Okay, so what do we do first? Okay. So we have a over pi equals r squared. Okay, you're not. Same thing. Same thing. Now, hey, it feels like most of us feel like this is the answer. This is not the answer. Because you're solving for r, you're not solving for r squared. Okay? Now, Keith. That's why we can have nice things. Oh, like that was so serious. Okay. How do we get rid of the exponent? You just wish it away. Read this right here. Read this out loud. R squared. What's the opposite of squaring something? You're not wrong. There's no measurable conversion chart that says the opposite of squaring is circling. Thank you. Thank you. So, you must take the square root of both sides to get the exponent to go away. So, you have r equals the square root of a over pi. Just wait till page 2, Katie. Now, Kavion, typically the rule is if I don't hear it and someone calls them out, then they pay the quarter. But since you didn't know that, I will give you a pass. Lataviana.
I did not swear.
Swear?
I swear.
You swore? She just said it. Everybody heard that, right?
I promise I didn't swear anything.
I didn't swear. I swear. Okay, number 8. D equals mv. This is not the Department of Motor Vehicles. This is the density formula. Solving for m means you need to do what? Well, okay. So, I guess so. There we go. 3:16. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Right here? On the back? Okay. Okay. So we've been doing, that front page was just 1 steps. Okay. This 1 steps. The back page is multi-step. Okay. So some of these you'll have to do a couple of different maneuvers. Okay. Again, these are all formulas that actually exist in the real world. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. So the last one, number 18, that is going to be the area of a prism. Be surface area. I didn't hear your question.
No, who's Kevin?
Who's Kevin?
Yeah, who is Kevin?
Shoot. Okay, well. If you can remind me when I get done with the recording, I will tell you.
I have a very bad memory.
Okay. Okay, so multi-steps. Number 9, we're solving for H. I gave you a few hints up at the top. Okay. First, think backward from PEMDAS. You need to get rid of addition and subtraction stuff. As far as get rid of, you need to move addition and subtraction stuff before you move multiplication and division. Okay. The second part of that is get rid of the fractions. Now, how do we get rid of a 1/2?
Make it this one.
Or you can just like make
half.
1, 2, somebody 2.
Half. Draw half of something.
It's those are all good guesses, Kate. Multiply by the denominator. So 2. Okay. So if we're solving for H on number 9, okay, first check addition and subtraction. We don't have any. Okay. Then multiplication, the half, the base, and the height are all being multiplied together. So I want to get rid of my fraction. First, I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 1/2, which is you just flip it. So now it's just a 2. Okay. So I'm going to multiply the right side by 2. That's going to make these 2's cancel out. It's going to give me 2a on the left side and bh on the right. Now how do I get h by itself? Who said yes?
Ouch!
What did I say?
Go.
Hold on. There we go. So you divide both sides by b. And you now have h equals 2a over b. Okay, I'd like for you to try number 10 on your own real quick. You're working it the same way. Okay? Follow the steps. Do number 10. Yes.
Can you send Bea to the office for a moment, please?
She's on her way.
Did she say Momo?
Yeah, it sounds like you're coming back. Okay, there's number 10. You can look up as soon as you're ready. Okay, here's what you've got for the rest of the notes. (11, 12, 14, 17, and 18. You need some? Am I out of tape because of your finger?
Are you done with it?
Besides, like, can you have the paper there? I'll replace it. Leave that in.
And of course.
Work on your notes.
I am.
Alright, where do we start?
You still have that battery?
You're solving for Eva.
What is wrong with you?
I think we can add it to this one.
Yeah, you
Stop it.
If you're solving, I don't know that we don't have to get it.
Okay, really?
Yeah, looks great.
Alright, keep your mind back.
Over here, yeah, come out. Okay, okay, so follow these steps. Okay, so get rid of the fraction by multiplying by the reciprocal. So reciprocal means you just flip fractions instead of which is just one. It is as far as it's ever been back here, but I got some. You're good. Finish it. You're good.
Sell your rings for that.
I know. I was
And all that is
That guy was.
this is in backward. So we can. So our next thing is a new fraction. So what's our get rid of the denominator. And just multiply that side So this, if I remove all of this, that's just one of those.
Earbuds is the next.
That's the so technically, you could separate